Hi, and welcome to another episode of Biblio Banter. My name is Chelsea, and I'm with the Volusia County Public Library at the Hope Place branch. Today, I will be hosting Live or Leave, the game show where contestants from the Volusia County Public Library system learned about fictional worlds and decide whether they would live there or leave it. Our contestants today are Sarah from the John H. Dickerson Public Library, Latara from the John H. Dickerson Public Library, and Mary Renee from my home branch, the Hope Place Public Library. Today, I will be presenting 3 fictional worlds to our contestants. Be sure to stay tuned until after the video to learn more about the books. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. Our first dystopian world is one you know and love, the one and only Panem. Written by Suzanne Collins in the Hunger Games trilogy, this totalitarian dictatorship is comprised of 13 districts surrounding a bright and beautiful capital. Well, more like 12, considering the 13th was sort of demolished by the capital. The first districts are lush and rich, but the higher the number, the more poorly fed and impoverished. With advanced and superior technology, this world seems like a great place to live, if you're in the capital. Each year, a deadly Hunger Games is hosted, where children from the districts between the ages of 12 and 18 are forced to fight to the death with each other in an arena over the span of several days, some lasting weeks. So, will you live or leave?
I'm gonna leave.
After that description, I think I'm going to leave Pan Am.
I'm living. I'm gonna stay. I don't want to be put up against the child because it could be my family member or someone. Yeah, I'm gonna stay. Yeah, I would stay.
I really don't want to put myself at risk or any of my friends or family at risk.
So yeah, I'll leave. I'm not even in the age range to be in the Hunger Games, but I would stay because, I have family members, you know what I'm saying, that, we would fend for our stuff. I would stay in District 4, in the fishing district. In that district, they look good, and, they wealthy, they're taught at a young age to train for the games. So I feel like if any of my family members were to go in the games, we would be okay.
Plus, I don't know, it just having that pressure of a challenge and a game every single year and not knowing if you're gonna get selected or if your friend's gonna get selected, I think I'm gonna leave.
And also to fight back against the Capitol, we would be okay because we trained. Everybody's suited and ready for the rebellion. Yeah, so I would live because we can make it out. We can make it through together.
If you did live in Pan Am, what district would you live in?
I would live in District 5, where the electricity and power is, because then I could cut the power at the Capitol.
If I had to choose, I would probably choose the Capitol because it's the best. I don't want to choose District 12 because that's the worst. And I don't know, it just seems like a good life in the Capitol. So I'm going to choose the Capitol if I want to live in Pan Am, but I don't.
Oh, I would live in District 4, is the fishing district. I know that they are known for being good looking and wealthy. They're good at swimming, so we can survive out in nature. We good. And they train their kids from young ages. So like I said before, I would definitely stay in District 4 because I would be ready for the Hunger Games. If I had any family members in that age bracket, they would be ready for the Hunger Games. So yeah.
Located in a demolished America, the maze from James Dashner's The Maze Runner is a giant experiment conducted to study the brain patterns of young adults in order to figure out a cure for the flare, a disease that ravaged the world and destroyed almost all of humanity, minus the group of test subjects locked in the maze. The twist? They don't even know why they're in there. Surviving together in the Glade, a sort of oasis in the center of the maze, they fight terrifying creatures that begin to venture into the glade called grievers, a sort of mechanical spider-like horror. The grievers have the potential to harm any person that wanders into the maze, injecting them with a poison. The only thing separating the kids from the grievers are the walls surrounding the glade, and even those might not last. Would you live or leave this maze of horrors?
I'm leaving. I'm not staying in the maze.
Although I don't like spiders or being a test subject, I would live there.
So for the maze, I've thought about this, and I think I'm going to live there.
I'm not cut out for the maze. I would rather go fend for myself than be, doing challenges that somebody's throwing at me. So I'm not staying.
There's definitely a little oasis in the middle, and I don't know what's in the maze. I heard there's spiders. I don't do bugs. I am horrible with directions. I still use my fingers to do left and right, so I know I'm gonna get lost in the maze.
Yeah, I'm definitely leaving. Yeah, the maze is not for me.
In the oasis and in the glade, they provide you food. You have, places to sleep. You can get on like a schedule. There's people you can talk to. I just know I would be safe there, so I'm definitely gonna live in the maze.
A maze sounds cool, so yeah, I'd live there.
What if there was a chance that you would be able to escape the maze and learn what was outside?
I would, if it was a chance, I would escape. I would escape with my, with my friends and my family, whoever I'm with, and we could just fend for ourselves. That way, at least we know, we ain't nobody, looking at us or throwing stuff at us, bugs and stuff. So I'm definitely escaping. Yeah, I would escape.
I would still live there so I could escape. I'd want to see what's out there, even though there's a disease going around.
I know I'm not gonna escape the maze. Like I said, I am horrible with directions, and then the first time this big spider comes at me, nope, I am going to lose it. So I'm just gonna stick within the middle. Plus, if there's a horrible disease out there, I don't know if it would affect me or if it would even be the same world that I'm used to now. So I'm just gonna stay in my little happy bubble within the maze.
It's the America you already know, just several years into the future. Written in Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury, it's not bad at all, aside from ultimate censorship and the order to burn all books, including the houses they're found within. Luckily, America circa 2049 has plenty of firemen, except they're the ones burning the books. In this new age of walls made of televisions that is devoid of all things literature, would you live without books or leave?
I'm leaving. I don't want to live without books.
I'm going to leave.
I would not live without books.
Books is, the key to everything. You learn from books, you know what I'm saying?
I love books. I love reading 24/7.
That sounds sad. So no.
Books help people out in plenty of ways, so I'm definitely leaving.
So if I could not have a world without books, I just want books. I want to live in a world with it. So I'm definitely leaving America 2049.
Would you prefer a world where everything has been converted into mass media, or would you stick with the classic ink and paper?
I'm going to stick with ink and paper. I don't want to live in a world where it's just strictly media. I would prefer both, but if I have to choose ink and paper, it's fine with me. So
I would stick with the classic ink and paper. It's better for your memory. And people need to, I wouldn't want to do media because, people get so involved into it and they wouldn't know how to communicate with each other, and you want to be able to talk to people and stuff like that. So I definitely would stick with the classic ink and paper.
I'm going to stick with the classic ink and paper. Like I said, I love books. Plus, if something happened with the electricity too, and all the mass media and the TVs went down, you can still have a book to read. It never gets old. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with classic ink and paper.
All right. After learning about all of these interesting dystopian societies, which would you live in if you had to pick one?
I like the maze. Like I said, it still sounds cool. I don't like bugs and people testing me, but yeah, the maze still sounds cool. So, maze for the win.
If I had to pick one, I am going to choose the maze because, like I said, it seems like it has the best of everything. It has a place to live. It has food. It has people to talk to. Yeah, there's a little bit of danger with the unknown and you wouldn't be able to escape, but at least I feel like I could have a semi-normal life within the maze. So I'm going to choose the maze.
If I had to pick one, I'm picking Panem, the Hunger Game district, because I feel like I would be able to survive in that world more than any other world. So I would pick Panem for sure. Yeah, because we can win.
Okay. Well, that about wraps up this episode. Thank you all for joining me here today, and thank you to my lovely contestants. Feel free to leave in the comments below which of these dystopian worlds you would live in. We'll see you in our next episode of Biblio Banter.